So look, talking about other stuff in the NBA, my Celtics are the best team in the NBA. That's not even a homer thing, because if you watch them play, watch anybody else play, they're clearly the best team in the NBA. I mean, they just dropped 155 on the Pacers last night. Yes, the Pacers didn't have Tyrese Halliburton, but they still would have won. They won by 51. Okay, Halliburton isn't going to score 60. So yeah, so when I watch the Celtics, what I'm noticing is Tatum and Brown are playing a more trusting brand of basketball. In that I mean, when they get into situations where they can't get to the rim or can't get a shot off, they seem more comfortable passing it out to the players that are on the floor with them. So looking at the players that they have now versus what they lost. So mentally it looks like Tatum and Brown trust throwing the ball to Porzingis over Robert Williams. That's a fair point. Any NBA fan would say, yeah, obviously. Robert Williams is more of a defensive guy, while Porzingis, if you throw him the ball, he can get to the rim, he can shoot over most defenders, because not a lot of players are his height with his athleticism that can guard him. Porzingis is also getting a lot of wide open 3-pointers, and he shoots them really well. So Tatum and Brown feel free on pick and rolls when Porzingis fades out to the 3-point line. They give it to him, and he's more than willing to shoot it. They trust him to make those. If they get in the lane, kick it out to Derek White, who's on another level this year. I keep telling y'all, ball Derek White's about to let the league know he's that guy. Now they're kicking it out to Derek White over necessarily kicking it out to Marcus Smart. Once again, you would trust Derek White to knock down an open three over Marcus Smart. Love Marcus Smart, but let's be honest, that's I'm not lying there. Tatum and Brown are playing great, by the way. All the talk about Brown, whether or not he's worth the money, all that blah blah blah. My man's going off. He's making plays with his left hand, even though everybody wanted to talk about that. He's shooting really well. He looks like a more confident player. And if you think about it, it makes sense. The past couple of years, Jaylen Brown's name would always pop up in trade talks. Oh, trade him for Kevin Durant. Trade him for whoever. Now that he's got the contract, Brad Stevens is basically, who's always been like a fan of his, is now running things. I think you've seen a more confident Jaylen Brown. Tatum has become more of a leader, which Brad Stevens alluded to with the Marcus Smart trade. He said Tatum and Brown will step up as leaders. I feel like you're seeing that now as well. Tatum's game looks more polished. He's getting to the rim a lot more. He's posting up more. I mean, I know we're only 5 games in, but it's true. So if the Celtics keep this up, they'll probably have the best record in basketball. I don't know how many wins that looks like. Maybe they're like a 68-win team. Who knows? Maybe that's too much. I don't know. 65 wins. Let's go with that. But obviously, with the Celtics, it's going to be more about what they do in the playoffs, which I think is where Drew Holiday enters into the equation, because he's also factored in to what this team has looked like so far. He's the guy when these guys get into the lane, they kick it out to him. Holiday seems to make the right decision. He'll take the three if needed, or he'll move it to somebody else. And Holiday struggled with his shot in the preseason, but so far, now that the games matter, he's shooting a lot better. So I'm intrigued to see what this Celtics team can do, but just had to let you know. Celtics are the best team in basketball.